Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kristen May S. Ono, and today I will be discussing about characteristic and educational implications of learning disabilities. Definition and types of learning disabilities. But before that, let's first define what learning disabilities are. Learning disabilities are lifelong conditions that make it harder for a person to understand, remember, or use information in a usual way. It doesn't mean that the person is less intelligent. In fact, many individuals with learning disabilities have average or even above average intelligence. Their brains simply process information differently. Because of this, they may experience difficulties in reading, writing, math, listening, speaking, or staying organized. So here are the types of learning disabilities. First, we have dyslexia or reading disorder, means difficulty recognizing words, decoding sounds, reading fluently, and understanding what is read. So for example, read slowly, skip words or lines, and confuse letters like B and D. Next, dysgraphia or writing disorder, problems with handwriting, spelling, and organizing ideas when writing. So, for example, has a messy handwriting, poor spelling, and unclear or disorganized sentence. Next, we have dyscalculia or mathematics disorder, trouble understanding numbers, math facts, and math concepts. So, for example, is confused in math symbols, forget steps, and struggles with time and measurement. Next, we have auditory processing or APD, means difficulty understanding what is heard even with normal hearing. So for example, misunderstand spoken directions, especially when they are long or fast. Next, visual processing disorder or VPD means difficulty interpreting visual information like letters, shapes, or spatial orders. So for example, has trouble copying from the board, aligning numbers, or distinguishing similar letters. And lastly, Nonverbal learning disability or NLD means strong verbal skills but weak visual, spatial, and social understanding. So for example, struggles to read body language, maps, or visual cues. After knowing the types, now let's look at the characteristics of learners with learning disabilities. Number 1. Reading difficulties or dyslexia. Have trouble recognizing letters, sounds, or decoding words. Struggle to understand what they read. Skip, reverse, or misread words and letters. So, for example, is reading was a saw or mixing up letters like B and D. Number 2. Writing difficulties or dysgraphia. Have poor spelling and grammar. Write in a disorganized or incomplete way. Find it hard to express ideas clearly in writing. So for example, is they know what they want to say but can't easily put it into written words. Number 3. Mathematical difficulties or dyscalculia. Struggle to understand numbers, quantities, or time. Have difficulty with basic operations like addition or subtraction. Frequently forget formulas or problem-solving steps. So for example, confusing symbols like multiplication or forgetting division steps after practices. Next, number 4. Problems with memory and information processing. take longer to process new information or follow directions, need frequent repetition and practice, forget previously learned material. This means teachers should be patient and consistent in reviewing the lessons. Next, number 5. Attention and organizational problems. Be easily distracted or unable to sustain attention. Have trouble planning and organizing tasks or materials. So, for example, they might forget homework, misplace items, or lose focus during lessons. And lastly, number 6, social and emotional difficulties. Have trouble interpreting others' emotions or social cues, feel shy, anxious, or withdrawn, experience low self-esteem due to repeated academic struggles. So this shows that learning disabilities affect not just in academic but also emotions and relationships. Now that we understand their characteristics, let's discuss the educational implications or what teachers can do to help learners with learning disabilities. Number 1. Differentiated instruction. Teachers should adjust teaching methods to match different learning styles, visual, auditory, and kinesthetics. So, for example, use flashcards, word chants, or letter tiles when teaching spelling. Next, number 2. Slower pace of instruction. Allow extra time for learners to complete tasks and repeat instructions when needed. So, for example, give additional time for reading or writing tests. Next, number 3. Use of assistive tool or technology. Integrate supportive materials or device to make learning easier. For example, audiobooks for reading difficulties, spelling or grammar apps for writing, and math manipulative like counters or number lines. Next, number 4. Emotional and self-confidence support. Provide positive feedback and build self-esteem. So for example, praise effort. Say things like, you work hard today, or give small rewards for persistence. And lastly, number 5. Collaboration with parents and specialists. Work together with parents, guidance counselors, and special education professionals. So, for example, share progress reports and suggest home-based strategies. Or seek advice from specialists for reading or behavior intervention. In conclusion, learners with learning disabilities are capable of intelligent. They just learn differently. So as educators, our goal is to understand their unique needs, use appropriate strategies, and create a supportive environment where they can succeed academically and emotionally.
And that's all of my report. Thank you.